Dude.
This is an Usher song.
It is an Usher song.
It's a great day to play, everybody. Welcome on into the channel.
Yeah.
Whether it's your first time here or you. She's
I
like,
feel
really?
like I need to learn the cues.
Okay, so it's welcome on into the channel, and then they say yeah, and it's supposed to sing in unison, but they don't, so you just have to say it at the same time. So we'll practice it. Welcome on into the channel.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that with 3 people.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like
that's
that.
And we're all
so
on
that,
a different pitch.
yeah, so then it's, whether it's your first time here, you are joining us, thank you for being here with us today. You are loved, appreciated, always welcome here on this channel, and you are...
Enough.
Okay, that
That's
was I heard
it.
earlier.
That's it. That's the one. And then there's one at the end, too. There's
What's
one at
the
the
end
end, too. But last but not least,
It was a great day.
it is a great day to play.
It was
It's the
great.
very
Yeah.
last thing we say.
Very last
I'm
thing
gonna try
that
to
they
remember
say.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll pause.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'll look at you and I'll do the
cue, yes.
echo of your
You'll get your cue.
It's good. We got a lot of people in on this
Yeah.
now. Like, this is great. See, we got to get this room set up right because, like, I like this kind of, like,
Double date.
this group
I'm enjoying it,
aspect.
yeah.
I want to bring new people
we
in.
can just tear apart
Anyway,
episode
guys.
at a time.
One episode. Breaking relationships, one episode at a time. Today, we're back with more SB19.
I forgot we were recording.
We are recording.
Yeah.
This is Filip from SB19. This is Palayo. And this has been very, very much requested. People kept saying
Is this
it.
a solo?
Yeah, this is a solo song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So here we are, and we're going to do it. And I hope that you guys like it. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Don't forget to check out, we're raising money for UNICEF right now. So check out those in the link below. Even though this was recorded via live stream, I'm going to be leaving those links up in the description for about the next 2 weeks. So when this video does drop, if you're checking it out right away, you'll be able to donate too. And it's for a very, very good cause. But without further ado, let's go. Do we got some subtitles for this bad boy? We do. English. It's all set up. All right. Here we are.
Nasa imo ay nagkukot kay di na ko gusto. Come to play with you, ayaw sayang ang oras ko. Daas na kay inyong garbo. If there's a problem, girl, that's you.
Dude.
This is an Usher song.
It is an Usher song. Dude.
I love his waist beads. Or like
The waist,
waist,
oh yeah,
waist
yeah, the chains on there.
He had waist chains?
He had waist chains and I'm about
You don't
it.
even notice them. They were actually over his real abs. You know, that's how they stay in place.
Why do you have to hurt me?
But from everything, like, okay, because for the waist beads, what do we got? What do we got? What came in? We got a donation for UNICEF that just came in.
Reload. I Roots Air. $30. Greetings from Canada. Thank you for featuring SB19. Merry Christmas.
Greetings from Canada. That also brings us what, $710?
I'm really sorry. I didn't get that name. $715.
$715. You guys are crazy.
Louise.
You guys are crazy. Going back though, and thank you guys for the donation, but the last one that we heard from him was like that really do you remember, like, he was like in the middle of the desert and like the dragon came up then? It was
Yeah,
like
that one was wild.
Like, so like when I was like this and everybody was requesting, I was like, oh, this is what this is going to be like. I was not expecting this to come out and be like, especially because he's the one that's got the really low voice, for him to be like, yo, hey baby.
That low voice though, that low voice.
But he's not even singing in that low, like, that's what I'm saying.
He just started.
Did he just start? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 34 seconds.
Like,
in.
man.
Wow. I mean, it is an Usher song,
an Usher
but like
song.
it's like
It feels
keep
good
going.
though.
Let's see how.
There's nothing wrong with it being an Usher song, okay?
No, there's
I know
not.
for
No.
I know for a fact that Lauren had a Usher poster up in her room.
One?
I know
My
for a fact
wall
that
was
Usher had
just-
Lauren posters up in her room.
It was Orlando Bloom and Usher. For some reason, just
Orlando
those two, and
Bloom.
they covered the entire wall.
I can understand.
What posters did you have?
I just cut up magazines and glued them directly to the wall, so it wasn't really posters.
That's okay.
But I did have a little shrine on my wall for Robin Williams.
Oh, I like that.
But it wasn't like a sexual thing.
No.
Mine was purely sexual.
I also
I understand that. Orlando Bloom, I understand absolutely.
I also like that. I used to do the same thing I would with magazines. I would like make like pictures on the wall, and the whole wall would just be like cut up magazines. Like that was my whole wall.
I would cut up things that I thought were cool, which at the time were like hamburgers and like any bottles of alcohol I could find, which is funny because I don't drink now. But
all right. Now that we've gotten
for those
completely
waist
off track.
chains.
The waist chains. Here we go, Lucas.
Well, and
these
the
are for you.
chain wig too.
The chain wig.
Chain
What?
wig.
He had
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, that was
I
pretty
missed
It was like
sick.
a whole
missed
wig
that.
of chains.
I missed the wig.
do you mean you
It's
Smith
called a
that.
chain Tara.
For real?
No.
Oh. I would have believed you, honestly.
Am I full of shit?
It sounds like it. Chain Tara.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a tiara.
I would have believed
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
We're gonna make it a thing.
Hashtag chain Tara.
There's a problem, girl, that's you.
Okay.
Sa kama kontento, ihatid ko ka ng gusto. Kulang pa ba sa imo? Kanus ako matao, kanus ako na makako. Kita mo sa luha ko, di ka po'y nag-umino. Tamaan, yeah, sakto na, yeah, di na ako kaya. Ang tanan, yeah, anong ginanag ka? Kawalay kwenta, kini akong isulti. Ang panginawa, abi mo ba?
Also, people are saying that this is not actually Tagalog. This is a different, not dialect apparently. This is a different language called Bisaya.
Okay.
Okay.
Not Tagalog. It can't be readily understood by other Filipino speakers.
Interesting.
That's what one person said, but I did hear a few other people talk about Bisaya.
Okay. Very, very cool.
This is so for me. This is the kind of music that I grew up listening to. My dad really enjoyed, like 90s and 80s R&B. So it's like this is like a 90s R&B song, but
100%.
with his vocal though. Like how do you? Well, one, you singing that low, consistently, but then to be able to mix a vocal that low into something like this is really tough.
That's what so the biggest thing wasn't just singing that low. It's like when it's hidden behind harmonies, it's like it gives it something, right? But when it's just in this song, it's like imagine all the other things you also have to do with the song to make that come through.
Yeah.
Because now you're EQing different things. You're EQing bass out. You're EQing maybe some of the kick out. Like right? Like you have to. It's harder to be able to focus that low voice.
Yeah,
in
and
a song like this.
brighten it up because it's really tough when you're. Yeah.
He's down there.
Yeah. That's not what he sounded like at all.
Is this more sewer pop?
No. This is not sewer pop.
Oh, okay.
Sewer pop was the just like this really grungy. Yeah. Which, by the way, people were not upset with us. Like people were
I thought they were
hashtagging
going
sewer
to
pop.
be. The second I opened my mouth, I was like, "Oh, whoops."
No, it was good.
Oh, wow.
But it's good.
Somebody said they have around 120 languages in the Philippines.
Yeah,
Whoa.
it's crazy.
That's wild.
That is wild.
Wild. All right, guys, let's keep her going. Let's keep her going. I'm gonna go back just a little bit.
Sa imuha ay kuna-una, di na ko kaya kabuhian ka, di na lang ayaw nagstorya kay, kalas kay laway
Those
day,
glasses.
Dugi ra kaayo kong ipulag paminaw sa imong istorya. Di lang ko kasaba kay dili ko gusto sa kung pamuntan ka. Kung sa problema pugso ka, masuko ka, ano mang di ang istorya, tas ang sala ako abadi hugog. Ayaw sa imong batasan, ayaw masabtan, terminal lang ako tanan.
I don't even think I can hit that. Can you hit that? I got.
I mean, it's
like,
it's really not that low.
But getting it to come out, it doesn't sound the same. Like how?
It's the fullness that he has.
Yeah.
It's like it's the.
It still has a lot of brightness in it, and it's not just because we've heard them live. Like
Yeah.
it's not just them putting stuff on it. Like that's helping, but it's so bizarre.
He has a wild vocal.
I wonder what his range is. Because he can also get up there. Like I'm wondering, because if he can hit those low notes, like this is not at the low end of his spectrum. Then if he's doing this pretty comfortably.
He's probably at like 3 octaves, three really good octaves. You know,
crazy.
But he also probably has his falsetto. I mean,
right.
Even people with low voices, when they go into falsetto, they can get up there pretty high. So
those glasses though are crazy.
I'm dying over all the fashion. Love it.
Aku mula ko palayo sa imuha ay kuna-una di na ko kayang kabuhian na di na lang tanan. Dagan ko palayo na sa imo ay nagkukod kay di na ko gusto. Yeah, kalago di masukon. Wa ka pa nalipod. Ako na lang ang mutalikod. Di maaguntagin ang kalisod. Sa pampangunta ko na magituklod. Bakit ko makatulog sa imong mga bakat? Mo ba ni imong gusto sa kumutak mo tatak? Tibuo kong tulo ng pait nga kagahapon. Isang pag gusto ka nga mawala ko, di ba wala ko tanan kasakit?
That build was crazy. Crazy.
man, I just I don't know. I want to see the vocal chain on this mix. Like I want to know what's happening to be able to take that kind of vocal and like put it in the forefront like that. Like,
So I don't know. So not on this one, I don't think. But apparently, the producer that I was talking to you about, who I think he was from Canada, that like worked with him on some of the songs, he has done videos like we've done with breakdowns.
oh, okay.
So because people are like, oh, I should go and do like a reaction to that and talk about what's going on in it, which would be really
Thanks
cool.
for letting me know.
Well, we haven't had a lot of time
Yeah.
recently with the holidays and stuff. And they just started saying this recently. So we can probably see on some of these songs
Yeah, what's going on?
how they're doing it.
You in on the industry secret.
I mean that compression, like it's smushed.
Yeah.
That vocal is smushed, and very, but like in a way that's not like you're not hearing his breaths go. You know,
Right.
Not easy to do.
Very intriguing. Okay. I want to go back to that build.
Kagahapon. Isang pag gusto ka nga mawala ko, di ba wala ko tanan kasakit? Palayo na sa imo.
Crazy.
That was so cool.
I appreciate
Crazy.
their appreciation for Western music because a lot of their stuff, it sounds like obviously that song,
Odes.
it's
Yeah.
like to hear it done and done so well in a different language. I'm like, hold on now, you know.
So I'm gonna take a stab at this.
Okay.
And whenever I do this, oftentimes the comment sections point out how wrong I am.
Oh, stab away.
That's okay. Let's stab. So from what I've been reading about them, so SB19, we had watched in a video previously that SB stood for Soundbreak, but they were actually put together it was like a kind of like a reality competition show.
Okay.
That they were put together, and SB, I think, was like the name. I'm probably missing it, but it was like the name of the group, and then like so that's how like SB19 came together. They came together on the show, and they had to like do like all like the practicing and stuff, but it was from Korea. Like initially, the goal was it was a K-pop kind of group and company that came over to make a Philippine version of K-pop. So that was what the offset intention was, it seems like, from the company when they were creating the group. And it's not necessarily the sound, but in terms of like the aesthetics, that's why you notice a lot of like in this video, think of like the things that you see in terms of the visuals.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Very, very similar in terms of like the type of outfits and the things that you would see. But I think where it stops is the influence here is so much more Western driven.
Yes.
Right. We see so much more of Justin Bieber and Usher and other like big acts. Right. We were talking about the last one, Kendrick Lamar. Right. You see so much more Western influence in them than what you did there. And I think that what that's going to ultimately like, maybe right now, because they're the biggest group in the Philippines, but worldwide, right, there's a lot of growth that's happening.
Yeah.
I think that it's such a smarter move, because if you're really trying to engage with Western audience, you have 5 members that speak fluent English.
Right.
So the issue is when you can't make enough songs or make enough music that can resonate in the Western audience, which for the people out there that are like, well, why do we have to cater to the West? It's unfortunate, but the West is the largest consumer of music in the world. Right. And so when we're talking about like wanting to make it on a large stage, it's from that. They are not from a TV show. They were originally, I knew that, I knew that some people, they're originally formed not as a P-pop group, but of performers for events. Trained in Korean, but Western influence. That's a small event company, Korean. They're supposed to just be performers. But am I right in saying though that they were the whole point of their training though was trained under the K-pop thing? Because when I read all of this, it was talking about how they went through the same training in terms of dance, in terms of vocal performance. Like they went through the same type of trainee programs that they would do it. So maybe not the group as a whole. For 4 years in a Korean entertainment company, Show BT. Okay. So I'm getting motivated because again, I'm piecing this together from some of the things I read and then from comments. So yes, they were trained by a Korean company. Okay. Gotcha. So for the most part, I'm getting most of this right.
Sort of.
But it explains, my whole point of saying that though was just that it explains why you're seeing kind of that mesh and culmination of similar dance styles, like them being so well focused on the vocal aspect and doing the harmonies and the vocal layering type of production that you're seeing, but then they're making it their own by taking more of the Western influence and adding that into there. And I think that that's what's making them special.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's because they're taking these really, really great elements. And we've talked about this plenty of times in the past, like, we don't have groups like that in America, right? There are no boy groups or girl groups here anymore like do the whole shebang and the whole show and some of the backing stuff that they do and, you know, fan meets and like that doesn't happen.
It's because of how much work it is.
Yeah, it's work and it's more money. Right. Like it's a far bigger investment than just being able to find one person and, you know, not having to train them and not like it's because and just monetizing them.
The way that we do it in the West is we find somebody, and if they don't do well enough, we get rid of them. So it's like, because in here it's like you can be the best singer, you can be the best looking, you can be the best this and that. Well, there's 1,000 of you, so do the work. Oh no, you won't. Okay, bye, shelved. And where in other countries it seems like they find the people with the right stuff and they're like, all right, now we're going to invest everything that we possibly can, even to the detriment of the company, to make sure that you get what you you know, to be as good as you can. Which I think is the best way to do it, because you get the best. You know,
and so it's really, really cool to just see that culmination of what we can do if we really start breaking down barriers. Right. Like we don't have to be so set in our ways. There is not one right way to do it with music. Like that's just not the way. But we oftentimes culturally will pigeonhole ourselves because we're like, oh, this is the way and this is our formula and this is the way that we're going to continue to do it. And when you take a group like this and you broaden those horizons, like look what you get.
Yeah.
Look what you get when you do things like that. And like that, I think is just what makes them incredibly special. So I hope that you guys enjoy this. And now, because this is also going to come out after the fact, like the comment section is going to blow up with how wrong I am. And you know,
You'll be okay.
that's okay. 18 has been really pretty good about it. So, you know, that's really good. But thank you guys so much. Please, if you haven't already, consider a donation to UNICEF below. That's what we're raising money for today for Hope for the Holidays. And this is our first annual one. So we'll be doing this every year and hopefully making a large impact because this community is amazing.
Amazing.
If nobody told you that they love you today, don't forget that we love you. You're appreciated, always welcome here in this channel, and you are enough. And last but certainly not least,
It was a great day to play.
thanks guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.